Thank you for watching the Real News Extra. My name is Fred. I'm the operations manager here at RELAW APC. And joining me today is Jennifer Felten, the principal and founder of RELAW APC. So Jennifer, what is this new reporting rule from FinCEN, and why is the title industry pushing back?
Right. So FinCEN is the abbreviation for the Financial Crimes Enforcement Network. It's a division of the Treasury, so of the federal government. And their job, FinCEN's charter, is specifically trying to get money laundering out of our financial system. Real estate transactions are part of our financial system, and so them regulating within that space, if done properly, is within their scope of authority, right? So in this case, this law is looking for bad guys using real estate to launder money.
Okay.
So in particular, they're monitoring the buyers on real estate transactions, people who are buying either in an entity or a trust, who are not borrowing from a conventional lender. If you are in that position, right, you're buying under, not in your own name, right, either in a trust or an entity, and you're not getting conventional financing, and it's a residential piece of property.
Okay.
Under this rule, you would have to report information to the federal government through the title and escrow company. So that's the new rule that is supposed to go into effect December 1st of 2025, that one of the title companies just sued to try and stop.
Okay. And how might this new reporting rule, how might it make or get the real estate professionals, how might it change how they handle transactions without the conventional financing?
Right. So the conventional financing is a key to when reporting is required, right? It's a trigger, one of the triggers.
Right.
So if we have all cash, but it's broader than all cash. If you're using Bitcoin, if you're using cashier's checks, if you're using hard money, all of those are still covered, and you would have to report.
Okay.
This is a significant potential burden on the industry to collect all of this information and then report it to the federal government. So escrow, as a general rule, is a reporter to the government on multiple reports already.
Right.
So if you're buying a house or selling a house, the title company, escrow company, is going to collect information for tax purposes on a 1099. The seller actually will get a 1099-S, which is a specific type of 1099 for the sale of real estate. They're going to collect information about the seller to determine if they're foreign, and if they're foreign, then a portion of the proceeds needs to be sent to the IRS to avoid them walking away without paying capital gains. And California has its own 593 reporting. So already an escrow company on a real estate transaction is collecting for the government 3 different things.
Right.
So if this rule does go into effect in December, now we're at 4 different things that have to get reported to the government in order to monitor and properly tax real estate transactions.
Right. So how should escrow and title companies start to prepare now for any potential reporting obligations?
Right. Well, as of now, the reporting rule, and this is June of 2025, things are changing fast.
Constantly.
So
yes.
This could change tomorrow. But as of June 9th of 2025, the reporting obligation is in effect and will start on December 1st. The reality is that some of this reporting is already happening. There are geographic targeting orders, which have been in place for almost 10 years, that are already happening, where reporting is happening to the government. But under the GTOs, it's in limited demographic areas, certain counties. This will expand that. The difference is what the report's going to look like. So they got to program this new report into their software, right? So that they have the form to complete.
Right.
Only problem is that FinCEN hasn't put out the report yet.
Right.
So we got to program the software, but we don't have a form to program yet because they haven't told us what they actually want yet, and they haven't given us the form. But you got to know that you got to be ready to work with your software vendor and train your staff for this new reporting requirement in December as soon as FinCEN actually puts out the rules.
Yes.
Which honestly, aside from the lawsuit, may not happen because the people who are running FinCEN aren't the people who wanted this report.
Of course.
So the new people may not even want it. And
Yep.
they've already thrown out one rule with their reporting. So you got to be ready if they do move forward. But right now, there's really nothing you can do.
So stay tuned and keep watching the Real News Extra.
Yeah, exactly.
Yes, okay, well.
Keep us on speed dial
Yes.
is the short answer.
Well, thank you. And thank you for watching the Real News Extra. If you're enjoying this content, I invite you to click on like or subscribe. And of course, ring that little bell for future notifications. My name is Fred. I look forward to seeing you on the next episode.